Today we looked at problem solving with expressions, trying to do some more application with them. Looking at problem 1, it says Sam is going to buy X amount of hats, Y amount of shirts, and Z amount of shorts. What expression would represent the total cost of his purchase? Well, since we don't know any of the number of each of these items, we need a different variable for each item, but we also need to pair it with its comparable cost. So X amount of hats, the hats are $6.25, but we don't know how many of them, so it would be $6.25 times some number. And that will get added to Y amounts of shirts, so $10.49 times some number, which will be represented with Y, and that will get added to the shorts are $15 times some number Z, and so that would be our expression for the total cost of his purchase. Once we know how many of each item he purchased, we could technically plug those quantities into each variable and get a solution. But since we don't know those quantities, we are limited to just putting together an expression that represents the total cost of the purchases. Number 4 down here says, in the triangle, the measures of angle A is 0 degrees. And I'd probably go ahead and make a triangle so that I can label these angle A, B, C. And since it says that angle A is X degrees, the measure of angle B is 2 times the measure of angle A, and so 2 times A would be 2x. The measure of angle C represents 4 less than A, and A was X, so that would make C X minus 4. What algebraic expression can be used to represent the total angle measures of all of the angles in ABC triangle? Well, now we simply need to add the 3 values together. X plus 2x plus x minus 4. And so I can combine my like terms. X plus 2x is 3x, plus 1 more x is 4x minus 4. That would be our simplified expression. Let's look at one more. How about number 6? Number 6 says, it cost 4x minus $2 to build a doghouse. It cost 2x plus $1 to build a birdhouse. How much more would it cost to build a doghouse when compared to the birdhouse for x equals 5? So essentially it gave us a value for x. The simplest way to solve this problem would be simply to plug in x value of 5 in both expressions for x. So 4 times 5 minus 2 is how much it costs to build the doghouse. 4 times 5 is 20 minus 2 equals 18. 2 times 5 plus 1, 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. So it cost $7 more to build the doghouse than it does to build the birdhouse. But we could also accomplish the same thing by subtracting our 2 expressions. So 4x minus 2. And we're going to subtract from that the cost of the birdhouse, 2x plus 1. And now I need to be careful when I'm separating these parentheses or pulling these parentheses out that I remember to distribute my minus sign or my negative sign through the second expression. 4x minus 2, negative 1 times 2x would be minus 2x. Negative 1 times positive 1 would be minus 1. So that would give me 4x, and negative 2x is 2x. Negative 2 and negative 1 is minus 3. Now we should technically get the same answer of 7, so let's plug 5 in for x. 2 times 5 is 10, minus 3 is also 7. So both ways we got the same answer. The doghouse would cost $7 more to build than the birdhouse when x equals 5. Hopefully these couple of examples gave you a good start. Remember to check your answers, and we will discuss them more in depth in class tomorrow.